And then we can get started. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. And my name is Dora Adosi, National Educator for Advanced Cosmeceuticals. And I'm thrilled to have you all be with us today. A great opportunity for us to introduce Skin Virtue, which is a new skincare brand to the Advanced Cosmeceuticals portfolio. But what makes this afternoon even more exciting is that we are honoured with the presence of Nina Gajic, who's actually the founder of Skin Virtue. Welcome, Nina.
Well, hi, thank you.
Now, between Nina and I, we're actually going to be introducing to you the Skin Virtue brand, share a little bit of information with you. Of course, when you do take on Skin Virtue, you will be receiving intensive training, but today is all about presenting the brand, but more importantly, hearing Nina's story. It's a great opportunity and a rare one for us to actually have the founder of a brand with us. So without further ado, Nina, I'm handing it over to you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. So, as Dora said, my name is Nina Gajic. I'm the founder of Skin Virtue. And today I'd like to give you a little bit of background information as to how I developed my baby Skin Virtue. Okay, so what drove me to develop Skin Virtue? Basically, Skin Virtue eventuated from my long and hard struggles with breakouts and skin irritation and sensitivity. And through the process of trying to fix my skin concerns, I managed to unknowingly damage my skin to the point of hypersensitivity. And it was on my journey to find my cure that Skin Virtue was born. So I was born in Australia in the 70s. And back then there was little to no awareness of the impact of environmental damage on our skin health. And skincare formulations that were available then were quite harsh and stripping to the skin. So as a teenager, I started experiencing breakouts. And in an attempt to clear my skin, I would overwash my face 2 to 3 times a day. So back then we were led to believe that clean skin equated to clear skin. There was even the term squeaky clean skin, which led me to believe that my natural oils were bad and that they were causing my problems. One dermatologist even advised me to wash my face with a product called Microshield, which is a surgical hand wash that you could buy at a chemist. So that was just to make sure that I was removing all of the bacteria from my skin. Anyway, today, the equivalent would be to washing your face with a foaming hand sanitizer 3 times a day. It was very bad.
Which we have plenty of these days, Nina.
I thought it was relevant. People would understand, like, try washing your face with hand sanitizer. So I was overwashing and stripping my skin barrier. I was also guilty of using harsh actives like retinoic acid, which were prescribed by dermatologists. They frequently come with side effects such as burning, sting, and irritation. And for me, the retinoic acid was too strong. It was drying and irritating my skin. It was causing it to peel and crack. Even at the lowest dose of 0.001%, my skin just couldn't tolerate. It was wreaking havoc on my skin. So personally, the side effects outweighed the benefits for me. I was experiencing more redness, more breakouts, more frequent hives. I was going from being oily one day to dry and flaky another, and extremely sensitive and irritated. I was then introduced to a topic called cortisone, which I must say I loved for a little bit too long. It did clear everything up and calm my irritation, but I was using it daily. And back then I had no idea it was actually masking my problems and destroying my skin. So after a couple of years of use, my skin was really thin and had become allergic as well as irritated and sensitive. And the overuse of the cortisone had damaged my skin barrier so much that my skin was unable to perform its critical protective function and protect me from allergens. I was at a point where water alone was making my skin red and irritated. So if I was to wash my face, if I was traveling different areas, different waters, some are harsh and some more harsh than others, and my skin would just be red and very irritated. And anything and everything was breaking me out in hives at this point. So in an attempt to try to reduce my allergic reactions, I was taking antihistamines every day. I also saw a couple of immunologists. One was in Australia and one later on in Europe, and I was desensitized twice. That process alone took 4 years of my life. During that process, my inflammatory markers in my blood were continually elevated. I'd become allergic to almost airborne particles. My hands would peel from contact with paper, residue, and dust. I had a skin allergy prick test done. So they put pricks a couple of centimeters apart on your hand, and they introduce allergens to see how much welting they can create, to see what allergens are causing, what allergens you're most allergic to. My arm, it all merged into one. It looked like I'd been bitten by one big mosquito.
Wow.
So it was pretty, yeah. So as you can imagine, I tried everything possible that promised to fix my skin concerns. Oh, and antibiotics. So many antibiotics. So both oral and topical. And ultimately, through trying to resolve my skin concerns, I'd actually damaged my skin and created a complete mess. So I put together a team of dermatologists and a plastic surgeon, and I opened up a clinic in Eastern Europe. I was on my mission to find my cure and also help others who were suffering from allergic and sensitive skin. But it all started coming together when one dermatologist said to me that my skin was behaving like a newborn baby's skin. It slowly started making sense that a baby's skin is new and the barrier is still developing. And my skin barrier was severely compromised and therefore impaired, which was making my skin vulnerable. I realized that first and foremost, I had to fix my skin barrier so that my skin could perform its fundamental function of protecting me from external elements. And then I'd work on the other annoying aspects, such as breakouts and aging. So this was the beginning of the Skin Virtue 3-phase approach. And during this time, I devoted over a decade to clinical and medical research, which led to the development of these 3 phases. I researched the ingredients and we rigorously tested the efficacy. We'd then create the formulation, measure the ability to produce the desired result. We would go back, we'd make any necessary adjustments, all until the formula performed in the way that we intended them to perform. So all of our formulations took many years to perfect. And it was also through the study of formulation science that enabled me to find an equilibrium between science and nature. So it enabled me to incorporate the most effective, clinically tested natural active ingredients that don't harm the skin, because a lot of natural active ingredients can be quite irritating. It enabled me to incorporate them into our formulations along with scientific actives to create products that deliver really clinically proven results. So I guess in summary, we're an Australian brand that's developed for all skin types, including sensitive and allergic. And our 3 phases focus on strengthening the skin barrier function, supporting stem cell longevity, and addressing age-related skin concerns. And fundamentally, our formulations work to support the skin's functionality and provide the essential building blocks for healthy skin.
What a journey. What a
Long
journey. When you were testing ingredients and formulations, was that a combination of in vivo and in vitro studies that you conducted?
It was in vivo and in vitro, but it was also patch tests, and it was also on people testing the product. So for any allergic reactions.
Yes. So you probably saw me very quickly move to the next slide by accident, and I just now will move on to this particular slide. So what we're actually seeing here is before and after photos of Nina. So Nina, would you like to just share some information here? I'm just going to bring up my little laser pointer. So here on the left-hand side of the screen, can you tell us what's going on here and what you actually use to help achieve the result that we're seeing here?
Okay, what's going on there? That's not even the worst that I had gotten to. That was like one that I happened to find. There was times when I was like completely covered in little hives and more redness and more like, anyway, that still makes me cringe. So my skin was very sensitive, very allergic. And through the use of the Super Clear range, I managed to get it to calming down, reducing the redness and eliminating the breakouts.
Okay, fantastic result. But what I'm really loving is what we've got over here on the right-hand side. So this is your décolletage. What were you using here, and in what space of time did you see these before and after results?
This was one product. I started testing this because I didn't have a lot of before and after photos. So I thought I would start testing on myself before we actually started compiling before and after photos. And I was using the Future Advanced Brightening. I was using 3 pumps in the AM and PM, and it was 2 to 3 months. I can't remember exactly, 2 to 3 months that came about.
And that's fantastic, which is very much then in keeping with the what you have created, the Skin Virtue brand, which is an Australian brand that's focused on that Australian skin, because of your experience that you have. But it's not just about the sensitivity and allergens that people are exposed to, but it's just the everyday elements that we're exposed to here in Australia. And a very good example of this is the décolletage area, particularly with women, where we're not putting perhaps sun protection in that area or taking products down to that area. So in saying all this, the Skin Virtue products can be comfortably used face, neck, and décolletage. And we've got living proof here of the results that can be achieved.
Yeah.
So if we were to bring this together, when we look at Skin Virtue, essentially everybody, what we have here is a fantastic skincare brand that's focused on the synergy of bringing in nature and science. Because Nina, I'm sure you'd agree that there are certainly natural ingredients that people can't use, that in fact can be irritating. So you've incorporated nature and science, brought these together and provide clean beauty that's backed by science. And there is certainly science behind this brand. Now, Nina mentioned the 3-phase system. And when we look at Skin Virtue, the innovative skincare that we have here has been and will continue to be developed with the idea of creating an optimal skin environment. It's all about creating that healthy skin, because the healthier the skin is, obviously the more resilient it will be to the environment. But we're also looking at, with Skin Virtue, improving the functionality of the skin. So improving optimal skin health, but functionality, so it therefore is able to repair itself a lot more effectively, as well as regeneration. Just excuse me for one moment. I just need to let someone into the room. Bear with me there. Okay. So the 3-phase system, this is Skin Virtue's approach to healthy skin. So it's incorporating this 3-phase system into all the products when formulating skincare. So just expand on what Nina spoke about here. So optimizing a healthy skin barrier function. Would you say that this is perhaps your core philosophy, optimizing that healthy barrier skin function?
Definitely, because if you don't have the base right, it doesn't, you could irritate your skin, and you could be putting the right ingredients on, but if you're sensitive, or if your barrier is not functioning properly, then you're really not protected from the elements.
And it's not only about just optimizing the healthy skin barrier function, but optimizing it with kindness. So it's using products that are really going to help to improve that healthy skin, but with ingredients that are safe and effective at the same time. So it's creating a healthy immune function, if you like, of that skin. So it's resilient, it's even more resilient to the environment. So number one, optimizing that healthy skin barrier function. Number two, supporting skin stem cell longevity. Expand on that for us, Nina.
So we incorporate plant stem cells in our formulations, which provide protection to skin stem cells, and they protect the longevity of the skin stem cells, which helps to delay their deterioration, and it increases the vitality of our skin stem cells and helps them to combat chronological aging, therefore helping us to stay younger for longer. Our skin stem cells stay younger for longer.
Yeah. When we think about our skin stem cells, obviously what we're talking about here are keratinocytes and our fibroblast cells. And with age, but I always say aging is a good thing, because I think it's a privilege to get old, but we all want to age gracefully. But as we age, things do slow down. So stem cells, unfortunately, do become depleted. That will ultimately affect the integrity of our skin. And so you've incorporated ingredients such as the plant stem cells that will help to basically boost the characteristics of our existing stem cells, so they can do their function a lot more effectively, therefore promoting a healthier epidermis as well as dermis. And then lastly, targeted age-related treatments. So I believe what Skin Virtue's done is that you've dissected every layer, looked at the changes that take place, and then have incorporated ingredients that are basically going to help build the physiological processes of each of those layers. And so in saying that, then this 3-phase system, you've basically incorporated into the majority of the products of your brand. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, it's a 3-phase. It's not a 3-step like a classical cleanse, tone, moisturize. It's 3-phase. So it's incorporated throughout the products. One product could have all 3 phases in it.
So you've got certain ingredients that will cater to all that. So when we look at the core philosophy of Skin Virtue, this is their approach to healthy skin, and this is what they're very much taken into consideration based on Nina's personal experience. And there's nothing like creating a baby from your own personal experience. So with all that being said, let's introduce the ranges that we have within the Skin Virtue range. And essentially there are 3 collections, if you like. And we'll start off with looking at the Super Clear collection. Now, once again, everybody, we're not necessarily teaching you today, but we're just going to present you. Nina's going to share some information on some of these products and particularly some key ingredients. But what we're looking at here are a group of products that have been designed to help regulate oil production, reduce breakouts, help to calm the skin, but most importantly, supporting a healthy skin barrier function. So we've got some products here that will help to cater to concerns of breakouts, redness, and large pores, starting with Super Clear Cleanse. So this is a gel-based cleanser that definitely we could be targeting towards clients that are more of an oilier skin with breakouts, but really we've got a cleanser here that is great for clients that prefer a gel-based cleanser. But you would agree, Nina, that this is quite concentrated, so we don't use very much of it at all?
Yes, definitely. It's quite viscous, so you only need a little bit more than a pea size.
Yeah.
It's highly concentrated.
Yep, tiny amount with water. And when we look at ingredients, one of the ingredients that we have in here is, and I'm probably going to pronounce this incorrectly, but I call Edelweiss extract. I think you say Edelweiss extract, but I just think I haven't come across this ingredient. So why have you chosen this particular ingredient?
Well, this ingredient really helps as an antioxidant and antimicrobial. So it helps within this range to calm the skin down and to help clear any breakouts.
Excellent. And can be comfortably used morning and night, this cleanser?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So what we have here is an advanced purifying cleanser that will help to target concerns of breakouts, minimize oil production. And then we have the Super Clear clarifying solution. And I'm just going to move my little box up here. And this, I love this particular product because you're calling it a solution as opposed to a toner.
Yes. I think toner to me carries a sort of stigma because toners used to be just like a product that really wasn't very functional, whereas ours is a solution because we incorporate active ingredients in it. So the product tonifies, but it also has active ingredients which will help the skin and help prepare the skin for the rest of your regime.
So active ingredients such as salicylic acid, which is fantastic for clients concerned with breakouts. We've also got Iceland moss, which is also another ingredient I've not really come across, but provides fantastic anti-inflammatory benefits because, of course, people with breakout skin are experiencing inflammation. And the other advantage of this product, everyone, is that it's not just for the face, but we can actually be using it on the back and chest area. So for clients that are concerned with breakouts in that particular area. Super Clear Purifying Cream Gel. So this can be used in a couple of different ways. It can be used as essentially a moisturizer for clients that perhaps got a little bit too much oil in their skin and maybe they're just looking for more of a lightweight based product to use. And perhaps when that oil flow has been controlled, we can then look at this as a treatment based product. Is that correct, Nina?
Definitely. The zinc and the vitamin C in here really help to clear things up and they really work as a treatment product. And the level of hydrating ingredients in here also is enough for somebody, like you said, who is more on the oilier side. So people who don't want too much product on their skin.
Fantastic. And then you've got Super Clear Essential Cream, which is a moisturizer, rebalancing, soothing for the skin that has a combination of AHA and BHA. So we've got salicylic acid, once again, very good for an acneic skin. But you've also included lactic acid, which yes, provides that gentle exfoliating action, but also hydrating benefits for the skin as well, which is what we want to look at boosting. Along with mimosa extract, that's actually helping with repairing and regenerating. So these particular products are targeted more for concerns for, as I said, breakouts, oilier skin. But for clients that are more concerned with dryness, we then have the Pure Anti-Aging Collection. So we have an array of products here that will basically being developed to improve the quality and texture of skins that are more lipid dry. So great for dull skin, rough skin, perhaps people that are experiencing tightness. So we'll start off with looking at the Pure Nourish Cleanse. So this is a cream-based cleanser. So for clients that prefer more of a cream-based, and helping with helping to cleanse the skin without drying, moisturizing, anti-aging cleanser. And I've noticed that you've included coenzyme Q10 in here to provide the antioxidant benefits.
Excellent. Yep. And because it's a cream cleanser, this actual formulation, it can be, you can perform a double cleanse and wash the first cleanse off, but then you can, with the second cleanse, you can actually just take it off with a cotton bud or something, and you don't need to use water. Again, this comes back to sensitive skins who have irritations with water. You don't need to rinse this formula off.
Excellent. So you got that flexibility with this particular cleanser. Fantastic. Pure Nourish Hydrating Solution. What I love about this is that we can top it up during the day. So once again, it's a product that can be used after cleansing. And Nina and I both agree it's a product that will help to complete the cleansing process and prepare the skin for what we're about to apply. But if your clients are feeling a little bit dry and tight during the day, wanting a bit of a boost, your Pure Nourish Hydrating Solution will help with that. So we've got ingredients such as superoxide dismutase, fantastic antioxidant, along with sodium hyaluronate, which will help with hydrating the skin. And we've got rose water in there as well, which will help with boosting hydration of the skin. Anything else you'd like to add to this particular product, Nina?
It's a fantastic solution to use during the day because of the antioxidant benefits that it brings, and it's great to just prep the skin.
Excellent. Pure Radiance Glow Serum. So this is an ideal product that is suitable for clients that are looking for a leave-on exfoliator. So it's recommended 2 to 3 times a week. Is that right, Nina?
That's right, because it has the glycolic in there at a higher percentage until the skin gets used to it 2 to 3 times. And depending on people's skin type, some people like to use it daily, but we recommend 2 to 3 times so that you have that process of adjusting to it.
Yeah. And it used it overnight as well. So it's a leave-on for overnight. So we've got glycolic acid in there, but without the drying effect. So this will help to gently exfoliate whilst one is sleeping. We've also got ingredients in there such as pomegranate extract that will provide skin-soothing properties to the skin. But for those clients that are preferring an exfoliant that perhaps they could use on a daily basis, like a scrub, or using a bi-weekly mask, we've got the Pure Exfoliating Mask. Would you like to tell us a little bit about this product?
This mask has eco-friendly pumice powder in it, so we're not harming the ecosystem, and it works fantastically as either a mask or a scrub. So when you're using it as a mask, you apply it onto the skin and you leave it on until it disappears. It looks white when you put it on and it almost disappears, and then you start massaging in circular motions and all of your dead layers of skin come off with the mask, and the skin just feels really hydrated and plump underneath. It's a very soothing mask and hydrating.
Yes. And it's gentle. It's certainly quite gentle, and gentle enough to be used on a daily basis as a scrub. So we have ingredients in there also such as sage that's also quite soothing for the skin. We've also got Pure Protect Pollution Defense, and this is referred to as an anti-aging vitamin cream. So an ideal product to be used during the day, because what you focused here with this particular product, Nina, is introducing antioxidants to really help to protect the skin from the environment. Is that correct?
That's right. The more antioxidants during the day, the better protected we are.
So coenzyme Q10, we've got Alea europaea as well, but we've also got ingredients in there that provide a hydrating effect to the skin as well. But the key focus of this product is to protect the skin from the elements as much as possible, which we're predominantly exposed to on a daily basis. Pure Nourish Moisturizing Cream is great for that lipid dry skin. Now, what you do have in here, Nina, is the Phytoceltic Malis domestica. Tell us about this one.
So that is the apple tree stem cells that we mentioned earlier. So that helps the skin stem cell longevity. And that's featured throughout quite a few products within the range that helps with the second phase that we talked about earlier.
And that's delivered via liposomes?
That is delivered by liposomes. So the liposomes are a bilayer structure, and so the active ingredient is encapsulated. It's made of a phospholipid, which is the same as our skin, and so it's easily penetrated into our skin. And then once it reaches the site of action, it opens up and the active ingredient is released. So it's a very effective way of delivering active ingredients
to where we want it to go.
That's right.
Fantastic. So Pure Nourish Moisturizing Cream, For morning and for night, or mainly for evening?
I think this one's better during the evening.
Yep. So we could use the Pure Protect Pollution Defense during the day and the Pure Nourish Moisturising Cream at night time. Now, one of my favorite products is the Pure Eye Radiance Cream. So for any of your clients that are concerned with puffiness and dark circles, this is the go-to. But one ingredient that you do have that's actually common in both eye products within the Skin Virtue brand is acetohexapeptide 8. Can you tell us about this particular ingredient, Nina?
So that ingredient mimics the Botox-like effect. So it helps to reduce any formation of wrinkles around the eyes. It helps to smooth the eye area, which is for everybody a concern around the eyes. And then we've separated the concerns beyond wrinkles to include the puffiness and the dark circles in the Pure Eye Radiance cream.
Excellent. So ingredients such as caffeine. So caffeine will help to stimulate our microcirculation, which will in turn help with concerns of puffiness. And you've also included the Phytoceltec Melis domestica in there as well. So working on stem cells, particularly around the eye tissue area, because as we all know, we do need to treat the eye tissue a little bit differently as to we would for the rest of the face, because the skin tissue is obviously much thinner around that area. There's also ginkgo extract in this eye product that will help to provide a tonifying action. So a brilliant product. I do personally have concerns of dark circles and puffiness, and I really noticed a difference in my puffiness in that it would definitely reduce. So I'm a huge fan of this particular product. So this is our Pure Anti-Aging collection of products. And then we've got the Future Advanced collection. Now, these group of products, everyone, is suitable for all skin types. Now, the beauty of Skin Virtue, though, is that you can blend all the collections. So we can take some products from the Future Advanced collection, which we'll talk about in just a moment, and then you can take a couple from the Super Clear. So it really does depend on the client's skin as to what you would recommend them. But they are basically they all work well together, don't they, Nina?
Yeah, this is essentially your targeted age-related concerns treatment section.
And you're right. So suitable for all skin types, but it's specifically addressing those age-related concerns. So helping with concerns of discoloration, fine lines and wrinkles, sagging skin, lack of volume, and ultimately supporting the structural and functional changes of the skin. So we're going to start off with, I have to say, I've been saying this, but it's the bomb. Like, this product is so good. The Future Advanced Serum Mist, everyone, this is the most potent formulation. It is the powerhouse product. We have got 16 active ingredients in this product. It's a serum used as a mist. Tell us a little bit more about this product.
This product's extremely hydrating. And again, it evolved from not wanting to touch my face. So wanting a product that had active ingredients and a potency of a serum that I could deliver to my face without actually touching my face. So just spray it on and then leave it. So that's where it got its name from, Serum Mist.
Yes, very clever. And I love it. Like, it's just the difference in my hydration, but also I don't have a sensitive skin, but I've got vascularity, and I've just found that really calmed it down as well. But we've got ingredients in there such as superoxide dismutase, niacinamide, chamomile, rose water, sodium PCA. I mean, the list is long, but everybody, if there's one product you're going to get your hand, I mean, obviously you want to get your hand onto everything, but this is just so impressive, really in awe of it, Nina. So I think you guys have really nailed it with this. Now, Future Advanced Line Filler, tell us about this product.
Okay, this is a targeted treatment for lines or areas where you have a loss of volume. The active ingredient here that works the magic is a dehydrated hyaluronic acid. So it's dehydrated, so the molecular size becomes quite small, so it's able to penetrate the skin. And when it penetrates below a wrinkle, it starts filling up with water within the skin. And so it starts lifting up that wrinkle, and that's what gives you that line filling effect. So it's predominantly supposed to be used for nasolabials, under eye. We have had people tell us that they put it onto their whole face. They just love the whole plumping effect of it. And it works fantastically. And over time, it just builds up and it helps to reduce the formation of lines and so not create that crease. So it's good to start, relatively early with this when somebody is concerned with fine lines.
Yeah. And as you said, it does have that accumulative effect as well. And you've chosen hyaluronic acid because of its ability to actually retain water. So that's why you've chosen that. But that's an interesting ingredient as well. And what you've chosen there to use to provide that filler effect. But as Nina mentioned, it's a targeted treatment specifically for those areas of concern, but clearly there are people that love it to use it all over the face. Future Advanced Radiance Serum. So this particular product will help with firming and plumping. The best description I've heard Nina say is it helps the skin feel cushioned. So tell us a little bit about this product.
Okay, this product has an active ingredient in there called adipofillin. And so adipofillin helps to delay the age-related lipotrophy or the loss of adipose tissue, so the fat within our face. As we age, we lose fat volume in our face and our face starts to sag. So what this does, it reduces the structural aging and it reverses the lipoatrophy and helps to plump the skin back up.
Excellent. And is this particular product used morning and night? How would it be recommended?
This can be used morning and night. This is serum that I have now got after my toner serum, and then anything else after that.
Excellent. So the Future Advanced Radiance Serum caters to concerns of firming, plumping, but if we've got a client that's more specifically concerned of discoloration, pigmentation, then you've got the Future Advanced Brightening, which is what you used on the décolletage area.
That's correct.
Okay, so one of the key ingredients that you've got in here is diacetylbaldine, which actually is a tree bark extract, and this helps to promote a brightening effect to the skin. And that's also been encapsulated in microliposomes to help get into that skin targeted. But what we have here, and we saw it from Nina's décolletage area, is the brightening effect that this does have, which when we think about pigmentation or brightening, it's one of the #1 concerns we have here in Australia, and a challenging one to treat. But it's great to see from what you've shown us that what it can do for the skin, along with everything else, and obviously some protection, but a fantastic product to really cater to that concern. Excellent.
Yeah,
Future Advanced Multi-Active. So this is, you refer to it as being a global anti-aging cream. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Well, it's a global anti-aging cream and it's packed with antioxidants. So it's a product that, again, recommended for use during the day to really help protect the skin. It has an active ingredient in there called ectoine, which is it's a microorganism that grows in saline conditions. So in seawater, in salt lakes, in deserts. So, and it's really able to survive in these harsh environmental elements, and that's included in here. So it really helps. That's the powerhouse antioxidant in here, which really helps to reverse any oxidative damage in the skin and protect the skin.
Fantastic. And you've also included in here palmitoyl pentapeptide 4, and that's going to help with providing also the antioxidant benefits and those firming properties too. So interesting product once again to provide protection from the everyday elements that we're exposed to. Future Advanced Vitality Cream. So this is a liposome and multivitamin cream that once again actually contains the adipofillin that you spoke about before, along with the Phytocelltech Malis domestica. So this particular moisturizer, morning and night, or mainly in the evening?
It could be both, morning or night. This one, it doesn't have the vitamin A's or any of the ingredients that we would say to avoid using during the day.
Fantastic. And then we've got one of my other favorite products, which is a Future Advanced Eye Serum. Seen some great results with this. Tell us about this particular product.
So this eye serum, as we mentioned earlier, it has the Botox-like effect. Both of the eye creams have that because that's everybody's concern around the eye. But this one relates to the next concern that it targets is the loss of volume under the eyes, sallowness or hollowing under the eyes. So it helps to rebuild that and really firm and plump up the skin under the eyes.
Yeah. So we've got ingredients in here such as caffeine once again, but you've also included carnosine, and carnosine is a great anti-glycation, which is very much associated with aging of the skin. Also provides protection from infrared as well. So what we all have here, everybody, is certainly 2 fantastic eye solutions, one that caters to puffiness and dark circles, and then one that caters to more that sunken appearance that people could be concerned with. And then lastly, we've got the Future Advanced Firming Mask. This is going to help with rehydrating the skin. It's a nutritional mask. It's going to be feeding the skin with goodness. We've got palmitoyl tetrapeptide 7 in there that provides firming properties. There's also palmitoyl tetrapeptide 1 that's quite restoring. And what I have heard people say they do, and I've done this myself, is actually use the Pure Exfoliating Mask first as my exfoliant, and then use the Future Advanced Firming Mask. Beautiful results. Fantastic. And can this mask be used overnight? Can we leave it on overnight?
It actually can. I've asked a few people to test it like that, and they've come back and said, oh wow, I should have done that earlier. So it can definitely be applied and left overnight. And also on the hands, it's fantastic for regenerating the hands. Like, we always seem to think masks face, but yeah, spread it all over.
This is very true. Absolutely. So everybody, what we've looked at here are the various retail solutions within Skin Virtue, within those 3 collections. And as we can see that they all cater to the many different concerns we do come across in our clinics. But not only do we have retail solutions, but when you do take on Skin Virtue, there are in fact treatment options. And at this point in time, we have the Future Advanced Peel. So tell us about that particular peel, Nina.
So this peel isn't a classic peel. It does have the acids in it, but we also include ingredients like saccharide isomeric, which is a very hydrating ingredient. In the clinical tests, it's shown that once you apply that to a skin, it can create hydration that lasts up to 72 hours after the application. So it really helps to reduce any of the dryness that the acids in a peel can have. And it also includes vitamin C, which again helps to refine the brightness, the texture of the skin, pigmentation, and just helps to give a nice even look.
Excellent. Fantastic. So with this particular treatment, everyone, in that we can actually use this in conjunction with other modalities such as LED. So we do have that one treatment, but of course there'll be more to come. So Nina is busy in the background looking at other treatment solutions that we can incorporate into our clinics, because of course we want the opportunity to invite our clients to come into clinics and have treatments that will enhance on what they're using on a daily basis. So is there anything further you'd like to add, Nina, to Skin Virtue?
I think that we've covered a lot of things. Maybe we can go to questions and see if anybody...
I think so too. Does anyone have any questions for us? Don't all ask at once. Just take your time. Anybody? Got a quiet group.
Good sign?
No, I think we've covered everything. Well, of course, for any of you that are already part of the Advanced Cosmeceuticals family, and if you are interested in taking on Skin Virtue, of course, contact your relevant business development manager, and they will talk to you about Skin Virtue and looking at getting that into your clinics. For those of you that aren't part of our family as yet, please contact customer service at Advanced Cosmeceuticals, and they will connect you with your relevant BDM to discuss with you further. And I think what we have here is a fantastic brand that has come from passion, that's come from experience. And Nina, I think, I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of everyone that, it's fantastic what you've created, and you should be very proud of yourself, because it's just a fantastic solution that well, it's more than a solution, it's so much more. But I think it's just the beginning of something pretty amazing that you've got.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So everybody, I guess we'll leave it there if no one has any questions. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you for spending the last wee while with us. And of course, any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. And enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.